Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Elma, the Non-Tech Techie, and today I want to show you something. I will start with a share screen today. Let's just wait. It's not sharing my screen. So, a couple of years ago, I worked with a marketing person. It's Tanay Lakhiani. He was with Client Joy, but now he's now working with Tanay of Better Stacks. And when he showed me what Better Stacks can do, I was like, wow, this is actually what I was looking for. Because I've been wanting to put all my bookmarks, say, what are the tools I use, and make the changes all from here. So like here I have the Wow add-ons, I have here the Boardroom, New Oaks, Easy Site. So these are just some examples. I'm sure Better Stacks is here. It's probably, but I'm still trying to find out how to use this. Better Stacks should be here somewhere. Okay, anyway, but what I really like here is that the look is so sleek. So if I have a link like this and it shows all my affiliate links, it really looks good. And the best part is that you see the tags here underneath. So these were done automatically. I did not have to add those tags. And I am so lazy to do tagging on anything, even blogs. I'm so lazy to do that. Anyway, the other good part about this is that, okay, it can be easily shared. Um, and then here is the one that I really like is I could even chat with that bookmark. So I could do ask AI about this, not just me, but to whoever I chose to share my links with or to share this collection with. And that's the beauty of stacks. It just looks so beautiful. So today we're going to talk to Tanay, who is the founder of Better Stacks. And before I start interviewing Tanay today, if you are new to our channel, please kindly follow our channel or join our Facebook group. And it would be great if you like this video so that other people can find our video. So that's about it today from me. I will stop sharing my screen now. And hello, Tanay. Good morning to you. I know you are based in the US, you are EST. And before we talk about your software, Better Stacks, can you tell us more about yourself, your background as a founder, and then later on you tell us why have you created Better Stacks? Because I really love the story you told me during our meeting.
Absolutely. Hey, Elma. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thanks for having me. I'm a software engineer. I stayed in the US for about 10 years. The idea behind Stacks was not something that, started thinking about, okay, what to build, but rather more about over the years, I have had so much information that I'd saved, lot of things that I go through, lot of articles while leading the teams, managing teams. Every time I was saving things, I used to use browser bookmarks at first. Then I used Pocket as a read later. Then I used Raindrop as a smart bookmark manager. At all the places, what ended up happening is it just kept on growing. My number of links in all of those softwares, all of those products went from say 10 links to about 3000 plus links. At the time I was looking to find better solution, because with 3000 links I didn't even remember what I had saved, and I was adding like say 10, 15, 20 every week, so it just kept on growing. Then what hit me is, what's the point if I can't actually use what I have saved or can't even remember to search for it? So that is where the simple process started, that okay, let's focus on how do we resurface it, what do we do to actually help users to utilize that. And first I built it for myself. It was a small product, small utility that we created. And then when we kept on talking to users, every time we talk to our users, they say that, hey, I have this many resources I never go back to, I have this resources I don't open it. And that's when the magic happened, that okay, let's focus on not just the save part, but rather resurfacing and how people can use it. Once people started seeing that all you have to do is sign up, get your data in stacks, and everything just magically shows up. You have the extension wherever you search, Amazon, YouTube, Google, whatever you're using, it just recommends you what are the tools that you have and so on, what are the things that you have saved. And that's when it kind of started growing. We currently have about 6,000 plus users. Every user actually has on average about 200 links or so. And what works for them is a lot of them are creators are actually using that to share the resources. They create their profile for their audiences and how they bring that together. So really kind of figured out that okay, if we want to become a good product or develop a good product, we need to hear from our customers. And I remember, like, while we were talking, how the custom domains actually help. When right before
Yes.
this call you mentioned that custom domains per workspace is how it would make more sense. And totally, like, if there is one request that our users kept on asking again, I think that's the way to go, and that's what we are looking for right now. More people to sign up, more people giving us feedback, and how can we make stacks better.
Right. I actually gave a lot of feedback to today. Right. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So yeah, I gave a lot of feedback to Tanay because I really tested Stacks, and oh my god, it's just so beautiful, a beautiful software. And I've been trying to find a tool like this already for quite some time. In fact, I tried. It was actually what I requested before for one of the apps, but they did not go through with it. So I'm so happy to find it with Stacks. And I believe you previously launched on AppSumo, right? Can you share with us more what happened between then and now?
So a lot of things have happened. So when we did on AppSumo, we were very early. We were barely like 6 months into the product. We talked to a lot of users and just had like some ideas that okay, what people might be looking for and so on. When we went on AppSumo, we basically went for like the cheapest option, which doesn't share a lot of earnings with AppSumo. Rather, it keeps a lot of with us because that's how we sustain. But what ended up happening, it resonated with users so much that organically it just gave a lot of signups for us, lot of purchases that happened on AppSumo. Then what we did is we looked at all the feedback of our users, figured out okay, what is working, what is not working. And this was the time when AI was really at the peak. So we basically like redesigned and revamped our entire product. So what you look today, it is not what it was when AppSumo was there. When AppSumo
Right.
was there, it was like just something that you would bookmark links and just save it. Today it is like a knowledge hub that is not just for you. You can use it for yourself, but you can also use it for your teams, for your clients, and so much more. All the AI part, all the AI interactions, it helps you organize things with AI, or it helps you generate more content with AI, or even helps you how you share the content. What you saw with Elma's public profile, right? Like how the
Yes.
AI summaries come into for each of the links and all of those. So that is what our goal is, that it the knowledge is not just what you keep for yourself, but how you can effectively share. And with AI, it changes what people can ask for. Rather than asking that, hey Elma, can you share me the link about the CRM software or email marketing software? Now it is all available. What Elma chooses to use, it is all available for the entire community to see.
Right. And actually, I like it so much because today, you know what this means for me? Like before, I still have the video description of this YouTube. Okay, the description of this video still with tools I use, and then I have a list of a short list of tools that I use. In fact, I use much more than that, but I don't want to crowd the description with just the links of the tools I use. Now with Better Stacks, what I can do is that create a collection with all the tools I use. I could and they are already tagged, and I believe in the future it will be searchable and it can be sorted in several ways. Right now, it's not yet available, but because I really told Tanay, this is lovely, and I want this. This is going to make it more effective, not just for me, but all your other users. This is what they are going to look for. So I really am so happy that I met Tanay, and I learned more about BetterStacks, and I get to use it, I get to test it, and I get to give a lot of feedback on how users on what I need, and I'm sure other unis, other users would also need, and especially the creators. So let's start with our demo. By the way, guys, if you have any questions, just drop it below on the chat. And at the end of the our live stream, we have a giveaway. We're going to select three winners. One would be who asked the best question. Okay, what is the best question? And I need to look for who asked the best question. The second one is we have the hashtag BetterStack. So I'm going to write it down a bit later. And the third one is we are still going to have a wheel of names, and you would have to fill up a giveaway form for that. So thanks, Tane, not only for joining us today and showing us stacks, but also giving us the giveaway prizes at the end of the live stream. So, shall we continue?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. So I have Ritvik and hello Ritvik, hello Rana. Interpret is saying we supported you on Product Hunt today. Okay, good. Thank you so much
Awesome.
for that.
Thank you. Thank you, Interpret.
Right. And okay, export. Okay, we will ask the questions later. Thank you so much for the questions that are already coming in. So I'm waiting for the screen, the sharing, and we will be there soon. So hi to Rana, hi to Ritvik, and I also have Orlando, Inderpreet, Rihan, Kevin. Nice to see you, my friend. Okay, and Olivia. So Ritvik is saying, I use better stacks. I love the way I can organize all my links, photos, and notes. Yeah, so that's coming soon. It's already there, by the way.
Yeah.
But I mean, coming soon in our demo. We will explore all these during the demo. Are you sharing your screen already, Tanay?
Yes. All right. Do you see my screen?
Uh, yes, now we can see your screen.
Right. Right. So, starting with like what is Stacks and how it is a kind of a personal knowledge hub. The idea behind Stacks started with like having living in the age of too much, and we all can see that during COVID, all of our lives became digital. Everything just went online, and it amplified what the age of too much looks like. Everywhere there is information, every information that hits your brain, it just starts to overwhelm us. We have social media, emails, articles, anything that you're consuming. It's just too much. How do you keep track of all of this? And it's not enough to just say that, hey, I've read it once, that's it, because you're not going to remember this in 2 months. Even if you save it, you're not going to remember where you saved it. I have been the victim of this. I have saved on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, all the tools that I use, including Reddit. I save everywhere. But when I look to find something, or even not find something, but just trying to search for something around this topic or around this content, it just becomes too much to figure out that, hey, where was this? Where did I see this? Because if you look at it, every platform looks the same, supporting text, video, images, and some form of content that you and I love to share, you and I love to consume. Now, just imagine that, okay, what is the antidote? Antidote has to be something which is truly personal. You want to create your quiet corner on the internet, and quiet corner is like a third space. There is a common analogy that a lot of people, when they associate Starbucks, it is like a third space. You have your work, you have your home, and you have Starbucks or any other coffee shop that you just go there, unwind, read something, look at something. We want to build the same thing for your digital space. You have a space at home that you might be using for your personal projects and everything. You might have a space for work that you are using specifically for work related products, research, all of those. And then you have a third space, which is combination of both, but at the same time also includes your hobby, all the information that you're trying to save, everything that is. And it has to be in a singular platform. So rather than having like divided across multiple platforms wherever you want to see, this helps keep them in one place, and that's how you are able to get something done from already curated space that you have created. Now, what are the benefits? Like, it definitely helps with productivity because I don't have to go and search every time I want to look for something, but it also increases the efficiency. Because imagine that you are trying to create a content about, say, tools that you're using, or trying to create content around the products or your business. Everywhere your content is actually inspired by the content that you consume. Now, what if you have everything, whatever content that you consume, organized for you, or whatever hobbies that you have organized, say gardening? You have all the gardening resources, you may have gardening products and everything around that particular topic. And now you can look at it all together in a space, work with it, and how you basically go ahead and create something beautiful, share it with your audience. Your audience can use AI to consume the way they like. Everything happens on stacks. It reduces the information overload for you, your audience, and everyone who is on stacks. This is like a standard chart of like how much data is at the top when you look at all the content that people consume. But the when you look at the actionable insights and actions, it is so much less, because at every instance the data gets filtered out. Whatever you're reading, whatever flows to you on any of your content feed, it becomes information when your eyes register for it or you don't swipe through it. From that, whatever your brain can retain, it becomes knowledge. From knowledge, what you can deduce becomes insight, and what you can actually act upon becomes action. So if you really wanted to get actionable insights, you are only looking at 15% of all the data that you have. Now imagine if you increase 15% to say 30%, that's when the stacks comes in, and that is what we want you and everyone to do. Now, there are lots of knowledge out there about what you should do while capturing. So, we'll not go more in detail, but we'll just cover briefly that hey, if you are using any sort of organization method, whether it's para, second brain, whatever that is, it needs to follow a certain pattern about organization in projects, areas, etc. Now, all of that can be achieved on stacks using collections, tags, and workspaces. But more of all, it has to be for all the content sources, because today we are not limited by only the text or the videos and stuff. I remember like when people ask me that, hey, what is difference between stacks and Pinterest, or stacks and Readwise and so on? Where my common answer is Readwise is great for reading resources or whatever you want to put there for read it later and so on. Pinterest is great for images. Now, where do you go for all the videos, screen grabs, images, notes, everything? You don't have just one format that you use today. Google Drive is great. It's great for storing files and everything, but it doesn't support the links. It doesn't support the YouTube videos that might associate with that. Are you going to create spreadsheets all often, like for everything? It becomes unsustainable. It becomes too messy at times. So that is where like stacks needs to come in, that hey, support all the work, all the content types that people use today, support every different nuances. For example, notes, bookmarks, screen grabs, images, videos, anything that you want to have in your knowledge hub, whether it's for personal or for teams or for clients, etc., it has to be on a singular platform. We support workspaces, folders, and keywords. The way you organize it is something that you can decide. Workspaces are different spaces for different businesses and teams. Imagine that you run a team of, say, 20 or 30 people. All of the members have different functions. Few might be of marketing, few might be of product development, few might be sales. Now they all need a common workspace, but they also need a separate workspaces. So that might be that, okay, all the marketing folks can share marketing related resources, engineering can share engineering resources, and so on. So you can create multiple workspaces depending on different teams. You can also use workspaces for business. For example, if you work as an agency or you work with a lot of clients, or are you a freelancer working with clients, you can create workspace for different clients. That, hey, client one will get one workspace, client two will get another workspace, and all the resources can stay within that workspace. And you can invite the users from their clients to use it and access it. So it becomes like your shared repository of knowledge between you and your clients. And one thing that I was talking with Elma is, every time once we support custom domains, you can basically say that, hey, a.xyz.com for this client, b.xyz.com is for this client. So every workspace can get its own domains that you can basically point to and give access to. Folders and collections are very specific, that, okay, if you have projects, areas, research, what, or archive, whatever you have, you basically create one folder, one collection, and you can also do nested collections. So if I have something specific for marketing, in marketing I might have SEO, social media, email marketing, all the different folders. Then I will have all the resources around what is the best practice for SEO, email marketing, and so on. Tools are used for SEO, tools are used for email marketing. So all of that are organized in folders. Tags and keywords spread across workspaces and folders, because a lot of times organizing in folders and collection makes a lot of sense when you have structure, but a lot of times you don't have structure. You just came across a link which is that, okay, this is great link, it is about travel, it is about this particular place. So you use tags and keywords to just have quickly associate whatever your thought process are into that. And once you do that, the AI takes care, AI introduces everything to you, organizes itself, and so on. And we have a lot more introductions with AI that doesn't feel like a separate product. It is like integrated inside stacks. What does stacks do for you? It acts as your content workspace, a AI workspace for integrated notes, files, and links. It creates a source of truth for you and your teams and your clients. It integrates with external tools like Notion. We are working on integrating with Pocket, Google Drive, and others. So you can basically bring all the resources that you have scattered across your different tools into a singular source of truth. It acts as your browser and search copilot. So whenever you do the search, it will basically bring some of the recommendations from your memory, from your collective intelligence. It doesn't limit to just your memory. If you're part of, say, 5 workspaces, all the 5 workspaces will go, our agents, AI agents, will go and look into those workspaces, will find out whatever matches your search query or whatever you're trying to do, and resurfaces that information. You are able to highlight and comment on any page. You are able to use AI to interact, ask questions, summarize something. Everything becomes right on the page, because that's how we browse. We don't go from one tool to the other to save something. We want everything where we want to consume it, rather than on different platforms. The content platform is built for creators, curators, and users who love to share knowledge. So imagine that you have great resources about some of the businesses that you have been on, some of the teams that you have been on, tools that you have used, whatever you champion on. You want to bring that knowledge together and share with the community. You can create knowledge repositories for different segments, different collections, make them public. People can actually get the sense that, hey, who is this user, what can I learn from them? And on top of all, you are able to monetize the distribution. So imagine that if you have a curated knowledge repository that people are so much interested that they want to pay $1, $2, $10 for that, you can actually do that with Stacks. How the AI agents come into play. Now, when we started, we there was no term for AI agents, but as we looked at our use case, as we looked at our consumers, and as we looked at okay, where does the stacks fit in, it was clear that memory agent became the champion. Whenever you search whatever page you are on, our memory agent pulls up the saved information from your history, insights from your community, and creators you follow. That hey, this is the most relevant information that you might want to read about, or you might have access to, or you might have visited before. And the discovery agent is like your assistant that okay, if you're on YouTube video looking at product reviews, finding a laptop for your kid, or finding a tool for your business, Discovery Agent just helps you figure out the next step. If you found something and you want to check the comparison of with different tool, Discovery Agent will try to do that on its own. If you want to go and buy a product, it will automatically show you the Amazon link or some Best Buy link or whichever tool that you are using that hey, go and buy here, go and check out the next steps. So it basically works passively in the browser to start to bring about your next steps. We are introducing lifetime pricing for a very limited time where we want to get the early feedback from our users. When we did the lifetime deal with AppSumo, it was purely for feedback. And you can see if you have seen our AppSumo product, you would see that okay, how different that is. And that's what we see today that AI agents are just getting started. Stacks is just getting started. So our lifetime deal pricing is not just for what the product stands today, but what it will be in 6 months. And that's where we have productive plan and the collaborative plan. Productive plan is only for you. If you are freelancers, if you are solopreneurs, or just want to organize things for your life, for your storage, etc., that's when the productive plan comes in. If you want to do it for collaborative plan, you work in a team, you are an agency, you work with clients. So collaborative plan is a must for the people who have teams and other members. We have no questions asked refund policy. So if you try stacks today, if you figure out it doesn't work for you, we'll take every effort to make it work. I will get on a call with you. I will try to understand your requirements. If there are features that are missing, if that is applicable to all of our users or most of our users, we'll build them really quickly. But even after that, if it doesn't work for you for some reason, we won't ask you any questions and we'll issue the refunds before like 14 days. Prices change on 1st of June to make sure that you sign up.
Right. And where to find it? It's on the link above. So I have the link nttl.ix/stacks ltd. And you can get 20% off with discount code ELMA20. So let's go. And by the way, thanks for your presentation. But I think they would love to see how it looks, how the dashboard looks, what happens when you sign in, how can we organize it, because I really love everything about stacks, and
Mhm.
this is something that they have to see in action.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'll share a screen again.
Do you want me to share the screen or do you want to share your screen?
Oh, we are looking at your screen now.
Okay, perfect. So this is the dashboard. As you can see, I'll start with the workspaces because that's what the most of our users are doing. What they do is think of it workspace as the target audience. If it is a target audience, say marketing team, or target audience like engineering team or a client, that is what you do. So imagine that I have about 15 different workspaces for different use cases. I share for marketing, I share for my wife, I share it with the freelancers that I work with. All the different folks have their own shared workspaces where I share the resources with them, they share the resources with me, and so on. Once we do that, this is what the dashboard looks like. it becomes kind of a part of you. So you can basically space out, you basically see whatever you want to see. You can also customize the light and dark mode. So if you're not a fan of dark mode, you can go and select the light mode. There are subtle color themes that you can work with. Say you like kiwi, orange, strawberry, whatever color themes are a preference, it will work with you. Then you basically go towards the collections, and the way it works is you want to see how it gets organized. So once it basically you start to look at it that hey, I have onboarding, productivity, all the collections are there. One thing that lot of our users love is as today people have at least 10, 15, 20 tabs open, and they just don't close them out because they don't want to lose them. So what you can do is you can simply right click on the extension and save all tabs. It automatically creates a collection for you that hey, these were the tabs that you saved on 13th of May at this particular time. You can see I had like 236 tabs open in my browser. So it works amazingly well. It can scale to hundreds of links at a time, no issues. Then you have pages. Pages are like documents. If you have used Google Docs, if you have used Notion or some other pages, it is exactly like that. Whenever you create a page, you basically get a full page editor, and you can actually create all the tables, you can insert images, you can embed videos, tweets, anything that you want to prepare for your content or documentation or something, you can do that. So we have been using internally for almost everything. We plan our social calendars, we plan our team documentation, and so on. And all of these pages, you can actually treat it as like a shared blog on Stacks. So if you are a fan of writing, you can write a blog, you can write an article, put it in a public collection, and it gets saved. It can be shared. Then we support quick notes. So for example, if you have some goals or if you have something that you want to do, you can basically write a quick note about okay whatever is in your mind, and everything that you want to do, it gets saved and it is available in your simple dashboard. Everything gets automatically tagged with AI if you are on LTD plan or a paid plan. If you are on a free users, you can bring your own API keys for AI, and that's how you can use the AI interactions and so on. Once you do that, it will also bring about the summaries for you. The tags will be applied. You can add more tags if you want some manual control. And if you want to ask some questions or understand, or if you have a PDF file, you can simply click on AI chat and you can start asking questions about, okay, what is this links for? The same thing could be applied using our Stacks AI. So, for example, I basically selected my entire collection and I asked it to create a social media post. So it looked at all the context resources in that collection and basically created like a series of posts that I can use. So that's how most of our users use is they bring their inspirations and resources from all over and use AI to basically figure out okay what is the content that they want to create, what is the documentation, how they can ask questions, brainstorm ideas, and so on. So you can see that we support also multiple chat histories. You basically select your context resources here. So this one is the saved tabs. I wanted to see, okay, what was this collection about? Create some content from that. And you can also create your prompt templates. So if you have a particular detailed prompt that you want to write for your business, that hey, this is the business I do, this is how it works, this is what my team members are, this is what we support. So bring that in your custom template and use that with AI so that your responses are very personalized, plus the context resources you add, and you get the gem of all together. The analytics tools that we have built, it is simple to give you a little bit of idea that hey, what are some of the interests. So it automatically looks at okay what all the resources that you have saved, where do they fall, what are some of the things that you want to do. So as I import more and more data, I'm about to cross 10,000 resources. Once you do that, this is the creator analytics for your public profile. So whatever you have in the public profile, what Elma shared, that is there. All right. Any questions? Elman, do you want me to
We
cover
have
any?
a lot. We have a lot of questions. Okay, so just a little bit of a correction there because earlier you mentioned that for those on paid plans, we don't need to bring our API key, but actually for lifetime deal plans, we need to bring our API key. For the which one is that? Open AI API key is what we need, right? And that's about it.
So one thing that after talking to Elma, what we learned is a lot of the users and
Like
don't
me.
have API key.
Mhm.
So what we can do is we can actually bring a very small value tier. So you don't have to pay like a full price for a monthly subscription, but a small price where all the AI resources, all the AI use cases, you can use it with a very minimal subscription.
Okay, that sounds good. Yes, because we talk about this. How about uh, being able to purchase credits from
Mhm.
better stacks to purchase AI credits from better stacks, especially for people like me who don't have my own API key. Not because I don't want to have this, because it's prohibited in where I live. Okay, and there are a lot of us, by the way. So let's go through the questions. And there are a lot of questions. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate the questions, and they are all coming. Okay, so I believe Tanmay is also um, at the okay together with the audience. So first question is that, hey, do you have webhooks and API? So what are the integration settings that are available right now, and what are the upcoming integration features?
Sure. So right now we have the APIs, but it is mostly for someone to query and so on. We don't have the webhooks that is in works. So we have our documentation here at docs.betterstacks.com that list all of our APIs that you can use. So this all of this will work. So you can basically list or create new links, collections, upload files, create or list pages, collections, all of the APIs are available. Now the only thing is the webhooks that okay, as soon as things saved in stacks get notified somewhere else, that is in the works and it should be rolled out in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Right. All I can tell you guys is that there's a lot of new things, very exciting things coming in on Stacks. Yeah, so we are in for a treat. Okay, next question: is it possible to import or export bookmarks from to any of my browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Brave, Opera, etc.?
Yes, so you can import using our dashboard. So you can export your HTML file from the browser, whether it's Chrome or Firefox. You can upload that file and select which bookmarks you want to import. Select all if you want to import all, and it will do that. The same thing will work if you export your files from Pocket, you import that, and so on. You can also import using CSV. It doesn't need to be any specific order. We use AI to understand what type of data that you're trying to import. It will automatically map different columns that you have: title, link, description, tags, whatever you have, it will automatically get mapped and it will be saved. If you use our extension, right after you install the extension, it will take you to the import process and you will be able to select which bookmarks or which links you want to import. And with one click, all your data will be imported. There might be like a 30 to 50 seconds delay between the import when it happens and the data will be shown in the dashboard. So just bear with us. Our systems work very fast, but depending on the import process and how many users trying to import at once, it just get a little bit clogged at sometimes. We have had users importing 20 to 40,000 links at times. So that gets our system a little bit backlogged for a few seconds, but just bear with us, it should be shown. So whatever data you import, it will not get lost, it will import, just takes 30 to 60 seconds.
Right. It takes very short time. Okay, so don't worry too much about that. Oh, can you please share the team feature?
Uh, Team feature is in like how do you share within the team?
How do you add team members?
Got it.
Right.
So two ways you can go through the settings on the right here, or you can go through here. They will both take you to the same space. You can click on manage workspaces. It will list out all the members. You can basically say that, hey, I want to edit this workspace. And you can basically start adding the email addresses. So for example, if I add email address, they will get added and they will get an email and the member will appear here.
Right.
You can also generate the link. So if you have a larger team where you don't want to import every member, you can basically generate this link and share it with them. We are also adding one more CSV import. So if you rather choose to import your users through one singular CSV file, it will be deployed within next 3 days.
Okay. Is there any specific user role permission here? Like, some can only do read only, some can edit, stuff like that.
Yeah, so you can basically specify different roles. With member, it becomes a read only. With editor, they can edit resources. With admin, they can manage the links with all the different collections and so on. And as a owner, you can do almost everything in the workspace. You can
Okay.
add members, delete members, and so on.
Right. Thank you so much for sharing that. Right. And okay, Tane, this is the next question. We talked about integration earlier. How about integration with Pabbly Flowmatic?
So
Or
that is what our next step is. What that is what we are looking for is understanding where which tools make more sense. So Pabbly is definitely the one. So that is our next priority is integrate with Pabbly and some of the tools. So if you have a specific tool, I think we can run a kind of a poll in the system where we can get like multiple tools that people are interested in. We can support that.
right, and also, what is the specific use case when you want an integration with Pabbly? Because I would find that interesting. What the use cases are. I do have a lot of something. I do have a lot of use cases in mind, and yeah, would be great if those could be. Um, yeah, I will. I will ask. I will send a request for those. Okay. Okay. So, for example, I am on a specific website. Can it capture the site XML links, all the links of that website?
So basically, like, so one thing that you can probably do is it by default doesn't capture the links of this particular site, but with our, so this is coming from our extension. So if you enable this, it can access the page and you can basically ask it to extract all the links on the page. So you can basically ask it to summarize the page. It can also extract the links from this page. Hello?
Yes, I'm
Ah,
here.
okay.
Okay, I just thought you just paused for something. Okay, so now the next question is from Miru. She's asking if BetterStacks will support multi-language.
Yes. So that has been our most requested feature to like our 30% of the users are non English native and they want Japanese, Korean, Chinese, all the languages that we have so far have received requests, including Spanish. So we are looking into how do we support multiple languages. We do have plan to support them by end of July.
Okay, and the next question is from Brave. Say I finish my storage, can I buy more storage later?
So of course we will include a lot of additional storage if you want to purchase. Right now, most of our users have never been close to exhausting their storage limit. A lot of users have purchased our collaborative plans, so it is 500 GB. So they have almost never like came close to it. Most of them have about 50 to 80 GB storage so far. So as and when people start to exhaust that limit and we start getting requests, we'll definitely include ways to support more and more storage. So if at any point of time you come across that, hey, your storage limit is getting full, just let us know, and we'll do our best to like either give a self-serve option, or we can definitely work with you one-on-one to figure out what is the best additional storage that you want to purchase.
All right. Okay, integration with Google Sheets. I believe we answered everything about integration already. Okay, so Interpret is asking why better stacks, not stacks.
So the name that I wanted was Stacks, and I still refer it as Stacks in a lot of my conversations and so on. The thing is, we didn't get the domain for Stacks. All the Stacks domain were taken. So that's when it was like, okay, what's better than Stacks? Then it stuck around that, okay, better Stacks. So
Okay.
today we use better stacks and stacks interchangeably, and that's how it became. So we started with betterstacks.com. Our social handles are betterstacks. We also are experimenting with a different social handle, better with stacks. So we just started doing like our Instagram handles with better with stacks, because on social that gives like, okay, what is better with stacks. So just from the naming perspective, we started doing this, giving some content around how you can use and so on. So if you want, you can please subscribe or follow on Instagram, and we'll keep sharing more and more tips there how to use stacks.
Okay. So that's the reason why the name Better Stacks Interpret. Okay, so the next question is again from Interpret. What types of files does Stacks support?
It supports almost every type of file that are non-harmful. So all the PDF, docs, images, videos, voice notes, anything that you want to upload, it will upload, except some of the executable files. So, for example, installation files like exe or package or something, it won't be supported. But most of the documentation file, images, videos, audio, everything should be supported. If there is a file that you want to upload, then just let us know and we'll make support for that.
And when you want to upload the file, can you show them how to upload the file here?
Just here, just click
Right.
on upload files, just drop your files, and it will get uploaded.
Okay, so it's that easy to upload the file. Good. Okay, next, can I share? Okay, this is from Orlando. Can I share multiple lists of bookmarks and share them with different users?
Exactly. So that is where the workspaces come into play. So think of it like workspaces as the target groups. So you basically decide, okay, who you want to share it with, create a workspace, and you can share individual links within that workspace. So, for example, I can say that, hey, move this workspace into this. So it will be available to them. Or I can put it in a collection. And inside a collection, I can say that, hey, share it with different workspace, whichever I want.
Okay, so yes, it can be done, but I believe here the question is so yes, it can be done, but also there are different ways to organize data. One is what I found out is that okay, whenever I up, add a bookmark, it would add an automatic tag, which is actually very useful if I want to look for this specific tag. Hey, I want something that is say about email or whatever. That is also quite useful. Now, the idea, let's continue with the question. The idea is something like, for example, a list of books I recommend the okay AI tools, etc., and include my own links to the tool, affiliate links. So yes, this is
Yeah.
exactly the use case for creators. Okay, will it support files from local servers, or I think it means your own computer?
Yes, you can upload files from your computers.
Yeah, it can upload file from your computer, but it's not going to organize files in your computer. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I just need to clarify that. Okay, so next question is: do you have a plan to support browser extension?
Uh, What do you mean?
We already have a browser
Browser
extension.
extension.
Yeah, so there is a Chrome extension which you can download. You can even start for free. So if you go to nttl inc nttl.inc/stacks, you can start there for free. And yeah, you can already install the Chrome extension on your browser. Okay, next question. Okay, this one I don't know the answer to this. Can we use these in N8N workflows like we use for vector database?
Uh, can you repeat? Like, what was the question?
Okay, so the question was, can we use these in N8N workflows? So N8N is like a Pabli Connect.
Okay. Okay. Uh, this is the first time I'm hearing about the tool, so let me take a look. We definitely want to support every tool that we can and every tool that our community member wants to. So
Mhm.
just give me like a couple of days. Let me see what APIs would look like, and we'll definitely try to support within the next couple of weeks.
Right, and interpret it would be even better if you could reach out to Tanay and give him exactly what is your use case for N8N
Yeah.
workflows. Okay, that would help. Can I nest folders?
Yes.
Yes. Maybe we have to show them how it's done.
Mhm.
I'll share. I'm sharing your screen again.
So as soon as you get inside a particular collection, you basically create this new sub collection, and that gets inside the time management.
Okay. And can I add another sub collection in the first sub collection?
Yes,
Okay, so I can nest as much as I want then.
correct.
Okay. Thank you so much. Next question here from Subha. Let's see. Can stacks automatically organize content based on context?
So it automatically applies different tags. We do have plans to support automatic collections, but that gets tricky because we want to give users control on how that gets used. So you may want to keep certain collections just for yourself, so nothing gets added to that, but you also want some other collections to be created or saved and so on. So that is still in the early process. We are still thinking how to proceed. So right now we don't support like automatic collection selections or collection creation, but it will happen sometime this year.
Okay. Now, the next question is from Aaron. Can users train the AI to prioritize certain types of content?
Uh, it should be. It should not be too difficult. So one thing that a lot of our users have asked that we are already looking into is how do you rank a particular type of collection. So one thing that a lot of our users have been looking is, and we strongly believe that all the different content that you are saving has a different value, and the more number of times that you want to save something or use something, its value should increase. So we are putting a mechanism in place where you can actually rank a different type of collection. So more the rank of a particular content or collection, the better it will prioritize in the AI responses.
Okay. Next is the data encrypted both in transit and at rest?
Yes, we use AWS, and all the data in transit or at rest are encrypted.
Good, good. Thank you. From Eugene, can users export all of their saved data?
Yes. So it is, if you go in settings, there is an export option. It will basically show and work for your exports, and you can basically download that. Now, we still are working on exporting the images and videos because that you cannot just export directly. So we are working on zipping them and sending an email and so on. So that functionality is still yet to be implemented.
'Kay. Next question here from Eugene. Can users stream the AI to prioritize certain types of content? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Next question here from Aaron. Can users train the AI to prioritize certain types of content? Yes.
Uh,
All right. The next question is from Rafiul. How does BetterStack support natural language search to make finding saved content easier and more intuitive?
That is also one of our most requested features. So we do have a very simple semantic search right now. So if you try to search something, it will definitely show the links that you are looking for, but in a really, really natural language that will be supported by end of this month. It became a little bit difficult for us to support because of the data or the volume of data that we had imported. We already crossed about like 2.5 million records in the system. So just supporting natural language search across all the 2.5 million, it took us a while, but we'll get there by end of this week, end of this month.
Cool, cool. Um, Now this is interesting. Can Stacks automatically categorize the bookmarks based on my usage?
Interesting. Uh, Let me. I'll take a note of that.
Mhm.
But we do want to do that because we are already doing that for analyzing in showing in the analytics, but that is not like implemented for organizing yet. So
Right.
that
I recall I also asked the same question I think earlier this week about categorizing bookmarks based on my usage. Actually, not based on my usage, but I asked if there's a way for me to move the thumbnails, and you mentioned that hey, the thumbnails appear based on your usage. I think that's what you told me. So in a way, it's already doing that,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. So thumbnails
Because
does. So organizing is like a very personal for a lot of
Mhm.
people. So I like we do want to automatically do everything organizing, but it is so personal for a lot of users. So we have to be very careful on how do we implement that or what options do we give. So that is where like based on usage, organization is like, okay, do we nudge users that okay this is the right way or how? So we still have to implement especially the organization part.
Okay, so Rihan is saying this is great. My Notion sucks actually, which he uses to store a lot of things. So it looks like he's gonna switch to Stack. So thanks so much for that, Rihan. And remember, you can purchase it. The link is upstairs, just on top there, and we have a discount code Elma20, and you'll get 20% off. Okay. Um, Push pull data via API. This would be available soon. By the way,
So
we I think sorry.
push pull is already there. Webhooks will be implemented soon.
Okay. This okay. I got that confused. The API and the webhooks. All right. All right. So does it also offer integration with Notion, Slack, or Trello?
Notion it does. So if you go to integrated search, you can use Notion and it will work. So the way it works is like if you search something, so I have connected the Notion. So if I search or I get the data that I need for anything that I saved in Notion, it will appear and then I can start importing in stacks.
Okay. So okay, I could see the Dropbox icon and the Slack icon. So it's also the same. Does that mean I
Uh,
can search?
Yes, you should be able to search Dropbox and get the data imported in stacks. So we do want to support Dropbox, OneDrive, Google, and so on. But with AI and all, a lot of the players are restricting the API access. So our
Mm,
Google Drive APIs are in verification for about 3 months.
wow.
So we are still like working with them because every time they have new requirements or new things. So with AI, a lot of people, a lot of companies are trying to protect the data into their ecosystem. So we will eventually get there. It will just take a little bit of time with Google Drive.
Yeah. It will, yeah, it takes time with them. Are there customizable privacy settings per workspace?
Uh, can you expand on that, if that is
All right.
context?
I believe what he means here is that, hey, can I set each workspace in public, private, workspace level?
So workspaces are kind of a private. Workspaces are never public. So
Mhm.
workspaces are specifically intended for a target group of users. So you basically select either the link or team member email addresses to invite them. But other than that, workspaces are never public. Only the users belonging to that workspace will get access. The collections are public, and you can choose which collections you want to make public and so on.
Okay. 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 So, how does the platform ensure GDPR or other regional compliances?
So, in terms of GDPR and other compliances, so most of the data are kind of encrypted, or we have taken the measures where we don't get access to the data. So, everything that you save remains with you and within your workspace, etc. We get the analytics data, we get some of the usage data in terms of that, okay, how many resources that you have, whether you have like file storage, whether it's at completion and so on. And if at some point of time you complain that, hey, I'm not able to save new things, or there are errors, so we get some of those analytics data with us, but we don't get to see that, okay, what data that you have. So that's kind of makes our life little bit difficult as well, but it is good for privacy that your data stays with us. At some point of time, we do want to go towards little bit of hosting your own like your workspace and everything by yourself, but that is still like much farther in vision. But in terms of like the data right now, everything is secured within your workspace. Only you and the members that you have selected gets access. Nobody else get access to the data.
Okay. So, thanks for that, Tanay, and thanks for the question, Rafi. Next is a question from Olivia. Can the AI suggest relevant content from past browsing sessions?
Yes, so that is where our memory agent and discovery agent come into play. So it will be live within next 2 to 3 weeks. Is the moment you are browsing something, you land on a YouTube video or a Medium article or anything else, it will try to resurface some of your previous information, new content that you might be interested in, and so on.
Nice. Okay, and how accurate is the natural language search in real scenarios?
As I mentioned, that by end of this month, it will be as natural as you can go. Right now, it is still very simple semantic search, but by end of this month, it will actually support everything in natural language.
Okay, so some we already answered, like this one. Is there a way to batch upload or import links from other tools? Yes, so just check the documentation. Next is what format types can be stored. So almost all file formats except those that might be harmful or dangerous. Okay, Spanish and Portuguese, please. So this is coming soon, right, Tane?
Yeah,
And this is a new follower, Orlando. Thank you so much for following us, and also do join our. Oh, you're on Facebook, so join our Facebook group as well. That will be great. Okay, multiple windows with multiple tabs. Okay, as if I don't understand. This is not even a question. So, but there is a function where if you have around 50 tabs open, it can all be saved
yes,
on stacks in one click, right?
yeah. All you
Yeah,
have to do is right click on the extension, save all tabs, and it will be saved in a collection. It will
right.
give you
So,
a confirmation. So just
mhm.
wait a couple of seconds till the confirmation appears, and that's it.
Okay, is it possible to upload like with Google form.
What do you mean?
I think what he means here is like data collection type. So, for example, today we have this giveaway, and one giveaway is they have to fill up a form. So, can Stacks collect information from?
No,
No.
no.
Okay. So that is not a function of it's not about data collection, okay? It's about organizing your data, but it's not
Yeah,
about collecting data from others that you
yeah.
require from others. Okay. Next is from Rayhan. Could you explain more the uses of API in Better Stacks?
Sure. So APIs allow you to integrate with, say, IFTTT or Pavli or something which allows API references. So a lot of our users, what they use is whenever things get saved in Pocket or Readwise or whatever they're using, they want to also save it in stacks so that it becomes available for next Google search or whatever they're planning to do. Because a lot of people, they have a lot of links currently saved in Pocket and others, so they just don't get access to those. They don't get recommendations based off that. So that is what they are using for stacks. They might be just using Pocket as a their reading out function on mobile is very effective. So a lot of users just use that for Pocket to save, but use stacks for recommendation and so on. Some of the users, they also use upload file options. So whenever you basically drop a file or in some other tool that you're using, it will automatically get uploaded to stacks so that it gets organized, it gets added to a particular workspace and so on. In terms of the pages has been a recent addition in terms of the API. So pages, what people are using is to publish to their WordPress blogs and so on. Now this is a little bit technical for like publishing that option, but what they're doing is that, okay, you write everything in stacks, all the pages and everything, and every day or something a page will get published on their WordPress site and so on. So those are some of the use cases that people have told us. Now, in addition, one thing that we do have is you can also create a page and publish as an article on Stacks itself. So people have started switching in that case as well. So there are like some of the use cases of the APIs.
All right. Now, let's see. I got a bit lost. Where's the question now that I have to ask next? Let me see. Okay, so aside from Open AI, are you planning to support other LLMs API like Gemini or Claude?
Yes, I think Gemini and Grok should be supported. Let me check. Yes, Grok, Gemini, both are supported. We have to
Oh,
add support for open router, so that it will be next. But so far, this four are supported.
but I think I can only add one LLM in my account. I don't think I am allowed to add more than one,
Okay, that is a nice feature that we can definitely support.
right?
Let me take a note of that, and we'll
Mhm.
definitely add support for that.
Yes, because I'm just checking it. I don't recall having Claude or Gemini because hey, I can. But no worries. I want to purchase credits from you instead of bringing my own API because it means it will be at enterprise level. It will be cheaper
Yeah,
and in fact even faster. So I like that
right.
idea. Okay. Next. Okay. Is there any such thing for mobile browser, or how can we? What is the support for mobile?
So we have the apps. We actually redesigned our entire app this week, this week or
Oh,
last week. So
now
it basically,
now I know. So sorry, I need to interrupt because I forgot to ask you about this, but I recall looking for the app on Android on Google Play Store and I couldn't find it. So now you have it. Wow.
So it supports everything from quick notes to voice notes, dark mode, the new UI, AI, everything is supported on the app now. Uh, so yeah, like earlier there were some challenges with the app. So now everything is fixed, everything is working. We have for Android as well as iOS.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so on Android, is it called Better Stacks or only Stacks? Stacks. Okay.
Stacks, save and share links.
Okay, so I will look for that because I definitely would buy Catch app. Is that the one?
Yeah.
By Catch app. No,
uh,
it's by. This is a different one. So there's another stacks here. Another stack. So the thing is, the name is not that unique. So I need to look
yeah,
for.
so
Okay, now
if
I
you
found it.
got it.
Yeah. It it was like on the number 20 position, but still I found it. The logo.
All right.
All right, and I believe it would be great if when we go to our stacks dashboard, that there's a pop up. Hey, now the iOS and Android apps are available, and you can click this link to download. So so have a bet for you to have a better mobile experience, something like that. A pop
Got
up
it.
would be nice, so that we know it.
Perfect.
Okay, okay. So from Rayhan, how to use a mobile. So there, we just talked about it. It's go. There is an app now on iOS and Android, but how about if on the Chrome app? Let me just open now because I just installed it on my phone. Log in. Okay, I need to sign up, so I cannot do that now. So okay, so if I install it on my Android, it means that the I can bookmark things that I browse on Chrome on my Android device, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so that's how we do it, Rehan. We need to download the app first. And here, regarding the storage, please, integrations, please add OneDrive. Yes, I also use OneDrive. All right. And actually, if possible, if we can do as well an NAS, because I actually have a server at home. I don't use too much of the cloud servers anymore because I really have a lot of data. Would be great if NAS can be supported.
Okay. Which NS provider or like tool that you use?
I don't know. I think they call it Synology. No
Okay.
idea. I will need to check downstairs.
Okay.
The sorry, my server is on the ground floor and my office is on the third floor. So this is really funny. Okay, consider to integrate Striker. They have vibrant community to get free exposure as a bonus. Okay. So Striker is
Mhm.
another AI app. They are very active, and there are some apps that are already have an API with Striker. And what
Mhm.
they do is because they have a lot of different LLMs in their how do you call that in their software, so we can use different types of LLMs. Okay. Next here is what's the price of purchasing LLM tokens from Stacks?
So that will be very cheap. So we are still working on the pricing. We just started doing that after talking to Elma a couple of days ago. So that is coming. It will be very cheap. It will be very accessible. uh, the more thing that we want to do is it needs to be relatively very fast, very cheap, and will basically make sure that it is cheaper than what you would do directly. So if you were to buy API credits directly from the provider, we'll make sure that it is much cheaper than that.
Yes, because you have the volumes, and us as retail users, we don't.
Yeah.
So that would be really appreciated. Okay. I think we finished all the questions for now. So thank you so much. Um, So thank you so much again, everyone, for joining us today. And let's see. Now, I just want to show again the lifetime deal of stacks before I ask Tanay for the who asked the best question. All right, so these are the two plans on the lifetime deal. They have the Be Productive and the Be Collaborative plans. So, Be Productive, you have one user, while unlimited users on collaborative, unlimited resources, collections, and tags. So, the same here. Unlimited personal workspaces, while here you unlimited shared workspaces. And of course, you have unlimited personal workspaces too. How about for the Be Productive? Is there any shared workspaces here?
No. So be
No.
productive is purely for your own use cases. You can
Right. But
create unlimited workspaces, but you cannot add team members to that.
okay, so I cannot add team members, but I can create unlimited workspaces, unlimited collections within a workspace as
Yes.
long as I am within this 50 GB storage.
Yes.
And if I go over that, I have to talk to Tanay and say, "Hey, Tanay, I'm running out of storage. Can you please give me an add?" Yes, I need to purchase an add-on. And then
Mhm.
you also have own analytics and usage. While for the Be Collaborative plan, you have unlimited users, unlimited resources, unlimited shared workspaces, roles and permissions, 500 GB of storage, and advanced analytics. So I need to show you these. Now I'm going to say hide from stream. And okay, so I'm back here with you. Now, Tanay, thank you so much, everyone. Let me just check if there's any question I missed, just in case someone have asked a question or gave a comment. I have the iOS app installed and the latest update is from 1 year ago. When was the update for iOS?
Uh,
Tanay.
last week or a week prior.
Right. Okay, so maybe just JR, please try and check it again and update the app. I also need to install this on my iPad. Thank you. I completely forgot I have an iPad. It is too new for me because I'm always an Android person. Okay, so from Orlando, it's a great live session. I think it's a great tool. Tanay, it has a lot of potential. My best wishes for your success and for this project. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. Oh, sorry. Tanay, you're saying thank you to
Yeah, I,
Orlando.
I was just thanking Orlando for the comment.
Right, right. Sorry, sometimes I talk a lot. Okay, that happens. So, so now, Tanay, please tell me what is the best question asked this session?
So I have two questions that was really good.
Okay,
One was can AI train for the preferences one? I believe it was John who asked that question.
I
One
will look
second.
for it.
Okay. And another on like what is a real life use case of natural language search? That one.
Okay, real life use case of. So, do you mean we're gonna have four winners today instead of three? Because we're gonna have two for the best questions.
Yes.
Oh, good job! Thank you so much. Real world use cases. So, let me look for it while I am exporting the entries from our form. Let me look for it now. And everyone, for our next giveaway, it will be the hashtag better stack. So remember the capitalization. It's very important. So please type it in while I am going through all the messages. Okay. Okay. Sorry, it's a bit quiet. Okay, so the first question, can users train the AI to prioritize certain types of content? So that's Aaron John. So congratulations, Aaron John. You are winner of one Be Productive plan of one Be Productive plan of stacks. Where is that? Okay, let's do this. Drum roll. Yay! Meetings here. Okay. Please forgive me. Okay, so the next winner we have that was from Aaron. Who is the second one? Real world use cases. Let me see. How come I cannot find the second? What is the question? The second question again, Tanay?
Um, I'm trying to find. So
Actually,
it was.
I'm okay. Sorry.
It,
On our live chat, were you able to see all starred and shown
so
on the live chat?
I had my screen shared, so I didn't actually look
Okay.
at the questions. So I have
All right.
to remember from my memories. So
Oh,
there was
okay.
like a lot of great questions. One, the can users train the AI on personal content? Then one was real life use cases of natural language search, real life use case of APIs. We can go with that. I think I just saw that because
Real
that
life use
use case
cases
of the
of.
API where we walk through the multiple APIs.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
that was really good because it helped showcase okay what people are using APIs for.
right. I believe that was asked by Interpret. The very first question about API webhooks. It was asked by Interpret, I think. Let me just check here. Okay, so that's actually one of the very first question we asked. We have webhooks API, and then we started going through the webhooks and the API that is available right now in Stacks. So is this the right question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So congratulations to Interpret. So because you're, and then a similar question was asked later on. So it's the very first one who asked the question who would get the prize. Okay, not the second one, not the third one. Yeah, we already said that we already had the debate a few episodes ago. Okay, so congratulations, Interpret, and we have Aaron John. Okay, so let's go back here. So thank you again so much. So yeah, I asked about API and webhooks. Congratulations, Interpret, you're the winner. Rayhan, sorry, Interpret asked it first before you did. So our rule is whoever asked the question first, and if somebody asks similar question, it is the first person who asked the question. Okay, so sorry about that, Rihan, but I'm sure we have a lot of live streams in the future. In fact, we have a really good one next week again. So join us again next week. So we have Aaron John. Aaron John, are you around? Please confirm if you are still around because would be great for you to win the prize. Okay, so we have the two winners, and now we are going to draw the next winner. Who, for those who commented hashtag better stacks. So just please wait a moment while I set it up. So if you haven't commented hashtag better stacks yet, better comment now. I'll give you a few seconds to comment, and then we I can start the raffle for this one. Right. While I am exporting everyone from our um, form. All right. So I believe everyone has already done it, and now I am going to do the raffle now. Hashtag better stacks. Yay! It's Rihan. Congratulations, Rihan. So you did not win the best question, even though you asked one of the best questions, but you won it from the hashtag better stack. So congratulations, Rihan. Okay, and our last winner, it will be done via. Okay, let me just download the CSV file and I will upload it here soon. So please give me a moment. Okay, now where is that file? I thought I already clicked on the file. It's not, it hasn't opened yet. By the way, thank you so much, everyone. I could see we have around 30 plus people who joined our live stream today. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for all the questions. Thank you for coming in. We really appreciate your support here because it's not only helpful for our community, but it's also helpful for the founders to understand what it is that the users need.
Thank you, everyone.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Now I will do share my screen now. Yeah, that's why it took me some time. Okay, I'm gonna sort this. Aaron John, you already was. So I'm gonna remove you from here. I have wait. Okay. Interpret is not here and Rehan is not here. How come it's unresponsive? Okay, close ads. So now I'm gonna do a roll call. We have AB Barik, Adnan, Ayasha. I said wait. Okay, maybe I need to close everything. Ayesha, Brave, Eugene, Fardin, Ibrahim, Jose, Olivia, Prince, oh why, Rana, Rafi, Rafiul, S.A. Saifa, Shuvo, Sojib, Suba, Toki, and Zadid. Okay, Nero is not here. Anyone else? Actually, I didn't see Orlando here, but Orlando, I've seen his comment. So let's add Orlando. Anyone else? Okay, because after this, we only have one winner coming from this wheel of names. Okay, so I'm checking again and again and again. So wow, awesome! Thank you so much. It's not Tanmay, it's Tanay. Tanmay is in our is in the audience. Okay, so thanks so much. Now let me shuffle this. Oh, Kevin is not here. Okay, let's add Kevin. Okay, there you go. And Orlando's already here. Yeah, right. Okay, so let's shuffle again. And let's click. Good luck, everyone. Okay, so we have Adnan, who is the winner of the Wheel of Names part. So, Mr. Adnan, where are you? Please let me know you are here. Okay, so while we are waiting for that, again, thanks so much, everyone. Remember that you can get stacks at nttl.inc/stacks ltd because the ltd page is not really searchable. So that's a secret link on top there. And you can get 20% off with the discount code ELMA20. And I cannot find Adnan. Okay, there is Adnan. Thank you. And where's Aaron John? I cannot find Aaron John. Okay, anyway, today, how can the winners claim their prize?
They can reach out to me on Facebook, and
Mhm.
I'll send the code to them, they can redeem on the site. I'll send the code and the instructions how to redeem the code,
All
the
right.
deal.
Okay, so what I'll do here is that after this live stream, I'm going to post in our private Facebook group who are the winners. And then you can send a screenshot of that to Tanay, and Tanay will take care of you. So thank you so much, Tanay. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you to Tanmay, who is actually in our audience today. Thanks for making this happen. Thank you all so much, everyone. And I'll see you guys next week. So see you again.
Uh,
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.